Alright, yeah, and welcome back on into some more Magic Arena. So this week we're going to be taking a look at a wonderful little band list. It's called Ground Clouds. So we're going to be taking this into the competitive play, which is the free best of 3 matchups. We're going to see what we can do with this. So it's basically a really slow mill deck that uses fogs and counter spells in order to not die. I'm curious, I like to use this little bit as a query to all of my viewers. Do you like the best of 3 stuff? I do a little bit of a mix on this channel. You know, I do the free play stuff for mana burn because it's not actually worthy of best of 3, but for these weekly, couple of episodes for one deck kind of series, do you like these being best of 3, or would you prefer best of 1 highlight videos from several different matchups? I'm noticing a lot of content creators on YouTube actually still haven't really started doing best of 3 for their videos, so I don't know. Are you guys interested in me doing best of 3? Because I don't actually want to be the same as everybody else that's doing it, but if it's what is, I've got to smell what sells, as it is. If you guys want to see best of 1 more often, then let me know. I'm kind of curious as to what you guys think. Without further ado, though, let's get into the games. We're going to be playing best of 3 for this week. Maybe I'll change it up next week, but yeah, see you in the games, guys. Alright, so we have a reasonable hand, I guess. It doesn't do anything interesting, but Opt can make that happen, I suppose. Botanical Sanctum into Opt on turn 1. He's always quite nice. So we'll go with it. Red, black. Ooh, turn 2 treasure map I like. Alright, land and go. Ether Hub. Is this another red-black mid-range net deck? Looks like it. Ooh, no. Blue mana. Into search. It's Grixis control, I guess. Fair enough. Root Snare. I'm just going to bottom you. I've already got a fog right now, and we'll probably naturally draw 17 million of them anyway, so yeah, just bottom that one for now. Patient Rebuilding's nice. That's our win con, and in theory, if it resolves through a counterspell, it should probably stick around and maybe win us the game. We've got to do a lot more between then and there, though, but we'll try it. Got to worry about things like Chandra, because her tick up and her ultimate as well are not fogged by Haze of Pollens, so can't let a thing like that resolve. We do have cast outs if it does resolve, and we have some sideboard options as well for that. Doomfall me. Okay. Welcome to my wonderful hand, opponent. I'm guessing they're taking the gate. Probably what I would take. I don't know what's in their hand, though. Maybe they're a Dragon's deck. Take Patient Rebuilding. Fair enough. 2 more in the deck to win us the game, and there's one right there. I best top it, to be honest, because if I don't top it, I might never see it again. And if I'm waiting on my win con, it's probably an issue. And now we can hold up and negate for another Doomfall, just to keep it safe. Probably want to hold it for something else, though. But he won't play anything important into this negate. He needs some bait or something like that. Alright, well, tap our Forest to scry. Another treasure map. Bottom. Probably only need the one, honestly. Draw. Main, play the land, and pass the turn. Should probably play the plains. I'm not quite sure what he's seen at the moment. I know he's seen the negate and the Haze of Pollen. I can't remember if he's seen the lands or not. I think he has. Alright, pass. Get an upkeep stop to flip our treasure map next turn. What you got? Is this an Abrade? Blink of an eye. Sure. Not even with Kicker. Because he can't, but still. That's fine. Slows us down a wee bit, but it's not the end of the world. Certainly never going to fight over it. Alright, play one of those. Play down our treasure map that he knows about. Not going to fight over it, not that I had to in the first place, but there you go. Alright, resolves. Searchers Kantar puts a disallow into the graveyard. Really? That is interesting. Alright, well, I am going to end step this treasure map. If I like what I see, I don't need this upkeep. I like what I see, so I don't need this upkeep. My turn. Play the land, and now I think our hand is completely mysterious to our opponent. So we could go 3, 4, 5. We've got 1 mana open, so we could rebuilding next turn with negate back up. If I don't need this upkeep stop. Set it just in case. Crax's Evolving Wilds, okay. So I probably want to be using disallow over negate if he makes me during this turn, just because I can actually combo them together. Although this is the better catch-all card. To 4 cards, potentially 5 with Search for Azcanta. He needs 7. So he's getting close. This looks like a perfect excuse to use the Nicol Bolas's he's opened up recently. Which I, honestly, if I'm going to play Control again, it's probably going to be Bolas Control. And I might play that soon. Who knows. Alright. Passes. More lands. I'm just going to bomb lands. Can naturally draw them. So, my turn. Land drop for the turn, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't treasure map here. Well, I could, actually. I could flip the treasure map and use some treasures. I might want to think about doing that if he tries to counter this. So, 1, 2. This is card advantage in a control matchup as well, which is super solid. So I'm pretty confident that this eats a counter if he's got one. Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay, so we go boop, boop, flip treasure map, bottom the land, and we'll disallow the Gear Hulk. Uses the treasures that I could be using for drawing, but Patient Rebuilding's pretty much doing that anyway. It'll be drawing us plenty for the turn while also winning. So as long as he doesn't have a blink of an eye, which we have a negate for once we get to untap, we'll be all good. We also have an extra treasure cove with our treasure as well. This is his opportunity to get his win condition down though, if he does have it. Missed his opportunity. Root Snare. The fun thing about playing Turbo Fog with the mill victory is I get to watch his deck fly into his graveyard, so I know how I'm sideboarding if I get the opportunity before he scoops to check it out. Alright, well, we're going to play a Hinterland Harbour. We're going to crack our treasure, because I want to see what's in there. Feel like I might as well, because I would really like more counter spells if I can help it. Alright, we're just going to play this treasure map. Not going to fight over this if he wants to fight. Completely fine. This negate is purely here to stop him from hurting our win condition. Which on average should be drawing as an extra card each turn. So we draw for every land that goes into the graveyard from 3 cards, so 40% of our opponent's deck. Should mean that we get an extra draw. Guaranteed. Well, near on guaranteed. Every turn. So he's flipped his Search for Azcanta. Okay. Well, I'm just going to opt. See if I can find a counter spell. Fumigate, I'm just going to bottom. I don't know what his win condition is, but I'm assuming it's Planeswalker based. And my turn. Alright, mill 3. It is. There's Nicol Bolas. I knew it. Alright, we get plenty of draws. We get a Compass, so I'm just going to play Hinterland Harbour, play Compass. Don't really need it, honestly, but if he has one Gear Hulk that resolves then sure. That'll stop him from being able to get in for his 5 damage turn. But if he fights over this, probably not gonna fight back. Unless it's a Gear Hulk for the counter, then I might as well just disallow. Pulls X4. It helps me win, but I'm also inclined to let it go, counter it, because it's a lot of cards. I think I'm going to counter it. I think a draw like that's acceptable to counter. Like, he's on 2, he's playing control. That's really not a good position for him to be in. And I'm drawing extra cards every turn, so my counters are going to come flowing. His are not, unless I allow him to flow them through. Field of Ruin. Okay, so he can take care of our spires if he is a creature focus win. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Is he going to do it right now? He does it right now. That's fantastic. I like that. Oh, Treasure Cove. And he scoops. Yeah. Oh. Did it bug out? I don't know. So. That was good. Negates. Jace's maybe not Jace's defeats. They are very much for a blue focus deck. And I don't know if blue focus is really what we want. Turbo Fog doesn't seem that useful, so we'll cut some fogs as we go. Maybe the Carnage Tyrants as an alternative win. Get the Carnage Tyrants in over the Root Snares. Just run 4 fogs just in case. Yeah, just run it back like that, I think. Get rid of the fog side of Turbo Fog for control. Hopefully it hasn't bugged out. Usually that double explode bug thing is an indication that someone's just like Alt F4'd out of it. From experience anyway. It looks like it's fine though. Which is good, because this is going to be an interesting matchup. No blue for that negate. I'm going to mulligan it. Sure. Sure. Land drops every turn, plus counters. Just have to get a win condition to slam down and we should be good. Got plenty of fodder for his Nicol Bolas as well. Search for a Scanter. Okay. Land and go. I'd maybe reconsider, actually, now that I think about it, getting those Carnage Tyrants out of our sideboard. I mean, it's better than a Fog, I suppose, but the thing with it is that he's got Doomfalls, and he's not likely to, he's not likely to remove those from his deck. I'm going to counter this just so he don't see my hand. Plus he's going to take the disallow, which is definitely better, and we're lucky enough to just redraw one, so pretty good. Sulphur Falls. Is this going to be Nicky B? Is Nicky B on his way? Duress. Alright, well, same again. He takes the counter either way, but he takes the better counter if I don't use the negate. Huh. Okay, uses a counter to get a counter. Same difference. We're not in a good spot, though. Ooh, Flood of Recollection. I could go get a disallow. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'll go do that now, just... If he has a discard spell, he's discarding Flood anyway. If he doesn't, at least now he knows that he's going to have to play around something. Nice. Alright, the left one is the revealed one. Opponent's seriously struggling with card advantage. He is going to have his Search for his counter, though, very soon. If he casts a spell this turn and graveyards, which he didn't, then he would have had it next turn. Could just cast a spell and then graveyard next turn as well, and you'll get these as counter flip. Easy enough. Fetid Pools cycles, so his counter's primed. You can get a cast out, which would be nice, but could disallow this trigger, but I'm just not going to. That's very silly. Something to be aware of, though. Eldest Reborn into the graveyard. So our opponent, his control deck is built for creatures, which ours is to a certain degree, but ours can be removed quite easily. Apparently his not so much. Then again, with the mill, Eldest Reborn gets back Nikki B. It's pretty good. 3 disallows is also pretty awesome. It's going to be difficult for him to fight through this. I'd like one more blue source if we are going to draw lands, just so I can double disallow in a turn. Because he knows about this one, he doesn't know about these two. But we do have a card for every card in his hand. It's just if you can cast 2 in the same turn, then can't deal with both. How many things are we at? 3, 6, 7. Okay, 3 off of Arch. Ascanta the Sunken Ruin reveals a non-creature. It's a Doomfall. Alright, well, we will be disallowing the Doomfall, because he will be casting the Doomfall, I would imagine. Oh, he could Doomfall into Nicol Bolas. That would suck. That'd be so grim. Well, there's the Doomfall. So, boop, boop, boop. He knows about this one, so we will just use it, as opposed to revealing the other 2 in our hand and hope that he just passes here. Nice. Okay, well, we continue this game. Now we have negate plus disallow. We're not really getting anywhere, though, is the problem. I need patient rebuilding or something of that sort in order to seal this game away. Glimmer. On 3 cards. Yeah, I like my bit. I'd rather counter what he actually plays afterwards. It's not as if we're denying him total card advantage because he has counter already on the field, so this is a problem. We actually might be going to game 3 on this alone. And the fact that we're not drawing anything useful. 3 mana, is that Doomfall? Looks like one. Yep, we know what we do with Doomfalls. Well, Carnage Tyrant's looking a whole lot better, because his way of removing it is slowly getting diminished. In fact, well, if I let that resolve, he takes the counter anyway. So I have to, which is a problem. Well, well-timed island there. We haven't really given up any information about our deck other than it's a control fiesta. Pass the turn. 1, 2... just 2 Doomfalls? Oh, 3 Doomfalls. There's 1 more Doomfall in his deck. For a Carnage Tyrant. We still don't have our double green for Carnage Tyrant either, but that Field of Ruin, however, that could yield Carnage Tyrant mana. See how he plays this one. Using the energy for a swamp probably means Nicol Bolas is coming. Yeah, this is Nikki B all over. Disallow. You could counter this, but in response to the discard, I will cast it out. It's gone. I don't discard anything. If I didn't, he would be able to... Ooh, hello. That's pretty sweet. We allow him to do whatever he wants, but we have the City's Blessing, we have Patient Rebuilding, slowly milling his 35. Next turn he could actually flip his Nicol Bolas, and this thing is disgusting. I don't think it does a terrible amount for us. As things go. What's he going for? Probably Glimmer? Yeah. So what's nice here? Either Fumigates, Thematic Compass, Settle the Wreckage. Just something to remove this Gear Hulk. We're going to be drawing a few cards. Hopefully we hit 3 lands from our opponent here, just so we refill our hand totally. A Cast Out. So we hit 1 land. Disallow Nevraska's Contempt. Okay. Well, we hit a map. That's not the 2-mana artifact I wanted. So while he's tapped out, I'm going to take care of Torrential Gear Hulk. Just because I can't really handle those 5-point beats right now. And our opponent can't handle this Cast Out in theory, unless he's got Negate with his energy. Should have maybe treasure mapped first, actually. Just based off of that. The opponent is roping his lack of decisions. Braids. Is he hoping that I... Yeah, I don't think that works the way you think it is. So what our opponent was doing there was braiding his own Gear Hulk in the hopes that Cast Out had to hit one of my own things, which would be the Patient Rebuilding or the other Cast Out. Cast Out's wording, though, is non-land permanent and opponent controls, so I don't actually have to target my own stuff, and couldn't even if I wanted to. So this looks like, yep, as Canter. Okay. We're going to start doing treasure map stuff, because treasure map stuff's fun. If it had known, I imagine they would have treasure mapped braided our treasure map. But yeah, a little bit of wording that you might not expect on that one. Things like Banishing Light, I think you could target your own stuff with. So a Duress that is probably going to be relatively useful, actually. I was going to say we're empty-handed, but with Patient Rebuilding and Treasure Map soon to flip, that's probably not going to be the case. We'll have plenty for Duress to hit. Okay, let's actually... Yeah, let's use white. I was thinking tapping green, because there's not much we could use it for. I'm going to bottom that, because I'll just end up cycling it away, but... Ooh, we hit a Chandra. And 1 land, so that means we hit an Abrade as well. And a Fumigate to take care of... Gear Hulk. Okay. That being said, it's going to get Duress out of our hand successfully, but we get to Arch of Vraska and draw. Duress is me. Yep. Go right ahead. Take it away. Oh, now we're in such a good spot. Let's draw some cards. Draw 1 card. We're at 39, he's at 26. You got to keep an eye on that. The first time I ever played this deck on the sponsored stream, I actually won the game, my very first game of the stream. Won it with 0 cards in my deck. Arch of Vraska getting destroyed. Fair enough. We don't get a draw on that, but we have Treasure Map and Patient Rebuilding, so really he's not actually stopping much at all. Let's go with Plains. Flip the Treasure Map. Bottom the Fog. Resolves. We hit... Wow, no lands. Vraska's champion. Chandra. Nice. Okay. Let's play Forest. Flood of Recollection. Let's go back and get a Disallow. That's his last card in hand. You could also go on as Canter to look for the counter there if you really wanted to. Looks like he's decided against it. I think he's a little worried about taking cards out of his deck, and that is the game. Oh, slowest win condition of all time. Coming out in the clutch there. I really like our opponent's deck, though. If I'm going to play a control in the future, I think I'm probably just going to play like a Nicol Bolas control. Not because it's terribly competitive or anything like that, but Nicol Bolas is a fun and interactive planeswalker. So I like that top-end victory over like blue-white Teferi, where it's not actually Teferi that's really the powerful thing. It's the fact that there's always a counter after the Teferi that's really annoying and disgusting. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you wondered why my rank's so low, actually, yesterday's video is the reason for that. So, you know, I'm actually, I tanked my rank playing that deck, which was quite fun. But there you go. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this particular video. If you hadn't checked out the deck tech, then there'll be a list in the description below, but also a link to the deck tech video as well. Do check that out if you want to see some of the unique interactions between the cards and things like that. If you want to understand this deck a little bit more, if you want to play it, that's also a very good idea to understand the deck before you go in and play it and find out the good and bad matchups, all that jazz. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. If you hit that bell icon, you'll get notifications when match number 2 for this deck goes live. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. See you later.